In central Pennsylvania, there's a very small town named Woodward with a population of 123, according to Wikipedia. There's a skate park and a cave here, but otherwise it's mostly Amish and wilderness. There's a rest stop along the main road called Harry John's Picnic Area. It was established in 1920 by Governor Pinchot. I used to live down the road from here, and I never knew there was a story behind it until recently when I was at my great aunt's house and came across a 1970s article about Harry Johns that reads John Venida lived the hermit's life in a log cabin in the Woodward Narrows, where a state park is named for him. I have to mention it is not a state park, so I found it interesting they called it a state park. To my knowledge, it never was a state park, but just want to throw that in there. He was known as a meek man who turned hermit to escape pointed remarks about the death of his wife. Harry John wore long blonde braids to his shoulders, smoothly shaven cheeks, and a gigantic beard. He stylized his name from Veneda to Venida. John Venida conducted an unofficial post office at his cabin, which cost the public nothing and rendered a vital service to lonely dwellers of Seven Mountains. When one man wished to give a message to another, he tacked it to Harry John's cabin to be collected when the friend made a stop. "Do you have any mail for me?" they asked, stopping at the hermit's house from long travels. Mountain people showed their appreciation of John's post office by giving him buckwheat flour, salt, molasses, coffee, tea, sugar, game, or fish. The old man felt more than repaid. Stranded hunters and travelers knew the comfort of John's cabin and its two-meal limit. Twyla Montre shared John's life and was known as a pleasing cook. Civil War Army standards rejected Veneta for being too short, so he gave a bit of food and coffee to the recruits of Clinton and Centre counties as they passed through the Narrows. John's wife was Susanna Hoy, daughter of George Hoy of Madisonburg. Four children were born to the marriage. John died in 1878 in his daughter's home and was buried at the Lutheran Cemetery in Madisonburg. If you're ever going through Woodward or hiking the Mid-State Trail, make sure to stop by Harry John's and have a picnic.